are discussing the various type of electronic bulb, light bulb or electric bulb. First is the incandescent bulb that we have discussed. Number 2 is a halogen lamp, halogen bulb that we also discussed. Now, if we talk about the dispose of the halogen bulb holds the filament, and this bulb are also non-toxic, and just like the incandescent light bulb. So, it is very easy, but it is unable to recycle. So, it is safe to throw them away from the trash. So, we can dispose of easily these halogen bulbs. Now, the third type of the bulb is the compact fluorescent lamp, and that is also called the CFLs. You see on the screen that this type of CFLs we use in our houses and in many places, just to illuminate, just to get the light. So, this is the basic type of the bulb or electric bulb, that is a compact fluorescent CFLs. Fluorescent lamp becomes a thin in 1930 with commercial industrial lighting. So, in 1976 Edward E. Hammer bent a fluorescent tube into a spiral shape. You see on the screen that there is a rod type or the spiral type. So, this spiral type of fluorescent has been done in 1976 by Edward E. Hammer, and a very first compact, that's why it is called a compact, that is a linear fluorescent, that is a straight line type, and another is the compact. And this very first compact fluorescent light bulb CFLs was born and became commercialized in 1980s. So, what is this fluorescent light bulb? These are the electric bulbs and are quite efficient in nature. Furthermore, they give only a quarter of the amount of the heat of the incandescent bulb. Moreover, fluorescent bulbs last long in comparison to the incandescent bulb. So, fluorescent bulb comprises of the glass tube and a argon gas filled in it, and a glass tube and argon gas, and it up along with a little bit of the mercury. So, when a individual turns on this bulb, a cathode heats up. So, as a result of this heat, the cathode sends out the heat. Consequently, the electrons hit the argon gas and the mercury. So, electrons, there is a mixture of the argon and some amount of the mercury in the glass tube. So, when the electrons hit the argon gas and the mercury, then it glow. So, you see on the screen that this is the inside structure of the fluorescent lamp. You are seeing the internal phosphorus coating is here on the bulb. This is the internal phosphorus coating, and next we use the mercury here. Inert gas is filled in it, organ we use here, electrodes we are having, glass tube, and that is a contact pins, we use it here. So, this is the one of the schematic diagram or the pictorially present inside the fluorescent lamp. The argon gas creates a plasma which allows the electrons to move around efficiently, and this organ produces a plasma, that is why the electron move efficiently inside a bulb. Furthermore, when the mercury atoms, the molecules get into a state of immense energy when we use the mercury. So, however, this energetic state lasts for a short duration, and ultimately the energy gets released, which releases a photon, and a phosphor coating gets accumulated on the bulb wall. Finally, when this phosphor release energy, then it certainly lets out a photon, and hence one is able to see the photon and the light is made. A phosphor coating gets accommodated on the bulb wall, and finally when the phosphor release the energy, and it certainly lets out the photon, means photons will be ejected, and hence one is able to see this photon and light is made. You see on the screen, this is a one type of the fluorescent, this is a linear type of the fluorescent. You see that we are having a electrode, and in between these 2-point electrodes, these 2 pins are connected with the starter switch, and moreover we are having a phosphor coating on the wall of the glass, and mercury we will fill it, and AC supplied to the point, and argon gases fill it, and it glow as it energizes. When the lamp first turn on, the path of the least resistance is through the bypass circuit and across the starter switch, and in this circuit the current passes. You know that we use the starter in the incandescent bulb. So in this circuit the current pass through the electrodes on both the ends of the tube, and these electrodes are simply a filaments as we use in the incandescent bulb. So on both the point we have the electrodes, and these are simply a filaments like which they find a incandescent light bulb. And when the light turn on, the path of least resistance through the bypass circuit across the starter switch, and the current passes through the electrodes on both the ends of the tube. And when the current runs through the bypass circuit, electricity heats up the filament which are on the both the side of the tube. So this boils off electrons from the metal surface, sending them into the gas tube, ionizing the gas. So at the same time, the electric current sets off an interesting sequence of the event in the starter switch. The conventional starter switch is a small discharge tube, and that contains a neon or some other gases. The bulb has 2 electrodes positions right next to the each other, and these are just like a filament type of. When the electricity is initially passes through the bypass circuit, an electrical arc, essentially a flow of the charged particle, jumps between these electrodes to make the connection, and when it connected, the arc light of the bulb in the same way a larger arc light, a fluorescent bulb, is illuminated. So conventional so if we talk about the difference between the conventional incandescent bulb and the fluorescent bulb, is that the conventional incandescent light bulbs also emit a good bit of ultraviolet light, but they do not convert any of it to the visible light. Consequently, a lot of energy used to power an incandescent lamp is wasted. But in case of the fluorescent lamp, a fluorescent lamp puts this invisible light to work, which is not possible in the conventional incandescent light. Now, this fluorescent lamp put this invisible light to work, and so is more efficient. Incandescent lamps are also lose more energy through the heat emission than do the fluorescent lamp. Now, the loss of energy is less now in the fluorescent lamp as compared to the incandescent lamp. So, overall a typical fluorescent lamp is 4 to 6 times more efficient than an incandescent lamp. So, before generally we use the incandescent light in the home, however, since they emit a warmer light, a light with more red and less blue. So, entire fluorescent lamp system depends on an electric current flowing through the gas in the glass tube, and we will see that the fluorescent lamp needs to do a established this current. So, where are the CFLs light bulbs used nowadays, and they are having a many shapes, like spiral shape of these light bulbs isn't exactly appealing, and plus they take a bit of time to warm. So, because of this, most people wouldn't use the CFLs bulbs in a statement light fixture such as the we use in that. So, CFL don't typically work with the dimmer switches. So they are suitable for use in the spaces where the frequently read or do the projects, making them of commonly used light bulbs. Like it is used for the spaces needing a large area of the light when we require, means kitchen and houses, offices, hallways, reading and table lamp outdoor. We use this type of fluorescent light. So there is a linear fluorescent bulb also, which are another type of the light bulb in the fluorescent family. One is a spiral, next is a linear fluorescent bulb, and they are tabular form, and then it is in the form of the tubable, and come to various colors, temperature, diameter, length, and the wattages. And the fluorescent bulb tube are commonly for the task lighting, like that we will use in many places. Like how we dispose of the CFL, again this it is used a certain amount of the mercury vapors. So this we need to recycle all CFLs properly for safety purpose. Many local retailers and hardware stores recycle this bulb. You sometimes see that there is a replacement of the CFL bulb. That's why that it is easily recycled. It can be easily recycled. So you can contact at the local services that you can give this CFL for the safety purposes. So we can recycle this CFL. Now next important type of the electric bulb is the light emitting diode. Nowadays we use a light emitting diode. You see on the screen that this type of LEDs we use in our households, in offices and many places. So it is the cost effective, moreover it is the more efficient as the other. So what is this LED? LED basically light emitting diode and is made of like the, and it is electronic, and it is a chip of the semiconductor materials that we will use in this construction. LED bulbs are more efficient and last much longer than the incandescent, fluorescent or halogens. Unlike the fluorescent bulb, LEDs do not use the mercury also. So we remove the mercury from the bulb, and mercury is toxic. So for several years LED bulbs would not be bright as the other kind of the light and cost more too. But nowadays it is most commonly used, more brighter, and moreover it is cost effective. What are the LED best used for? When discussing light bulb uses, we can properly fulfill our LED bulbs. However, there are some areas where these bulbs are most beneficial, and we can place this in rooms, in household appliances. In many places we can use this type of bulb, and some are the, like we can use the outdoors lighting and under the cabinet, and the night light bulbs and the flashlight bulb. We use this LEDs. And what about the safety and precautions while using the electronic bulb? We have to keep in mind that the safety must not be compromised when we use, precautions need to followed when we use the electric bulb. We do not drop the lamp, expose it the impact with the hard objects. So handle it with the force and scratch the surface. The broken the bulb may cause injuries. When replacing the bulb, just we check the voltage and its wattage. And the socket based design of the new bulb ensure the new bulb is positioned correctly and snap it firmly into a socket. So losing fit bulb may come out the socket and overheat, and it can be fallen off. So we just put it in a socket with a proper manner. We cannot touch the bulb with the bare hand and avoid direct contact with the skin while the lamp is lit up, and after turning it off, because the bulb is the hot bulb may cause the burns. So there are many points that we can use for the safety purpose. Dispose of the used bulb on and basis, and if the bulb is shattered in the broken places, glass may cause injuries. So we keep in mind many things, and we just read the precaution. What are the precaution while fixing the electronic bulb? First, we need to turn the main source's power off. After that, next give the old bulb sometimes cool down. Next, we use the safe equipment to reach the bulb. Be careful when taking off the old bulb. Finally, we can get the right replacement. What are the application of the electronic bulb? It is used in the desk lamp, in outdoor as accent light, household lighting, commercial lighting, vehicle lighting. So there are lots of, without it life is not possible, I think so. So properties of the electronic bulbs, if we talk about the properties of the electronic bulb, the filament which we are using is made of the tungsten, must having a high melting point so that it can prevent from the burning. Electric bulb must have a low vapor pressure. Electronic bulb is free from the oxidation in the inert gas, that is we can have the argon and the nitrogen. Electric bulb is a medium and operating temperature, and it is non-corrosive. Electric bulb have a high resistivity, low thermal coefficient of the expansion. So these were the main properties which keep in mind when we just preparing the electrical or the light bulb. So what are the advantages of the electronic bulb? It is a very it must be of the low effective and economical, and moreover it has a unity power factor, low price due to the low initial cost, easy operation and uses. It produces the high output and it is easy to install. It is available in the various size and shapes, and it has a longer life and other source of the light. What are the disadvantages of this? Power loss is more, life is only 1000 hours, efficiency is low. The research is going on so that we can increase the efficiency of the LEDs. Electric bulb is made of the glass, so it is fragile and should be handled with the care. What are the disadvantages? In which we have, it produces the warm light, is energy inefficient, moreover lifespan is short. LED and in case of the fluorescent tubes, the filament is fragile, so under the stress it easily gets damaged. Generally, we have discussed the four type of the bulbs. We discussed the more bulbs also, which we have not covered. One is the HID, which is the high density discharge bulb. Second is the specialist, or we can say we have discussed the compact as well as we discussed the linear fluorescent bulb. And they are the some specialist. In incandescent bulb light source, we have discussed that they made of extremely wide range of the sizes, voltages. Moreover, we are discussing the high intensity discharge that we are not covered up. Now we discuss that is one type of the high intensity discharge bulb, and that are primarily used in a larger spaces such as the warehouses, commercial buildings, or in the street lights. That bulbs are the high intensity discharge bulb, and they are filled with the sodium or the mercury vapor that conducts electricity. Now HID bulbs do not have the filament like most light bulbs, and say they are last longer. You see on the screen that these are the HID lamps. You see on the roads also, and HID lamps are used primarily in the application where the most critical factor is creating as the much visible light per watt as possible. So that's why they are used in the night lamps on the roads. The major application include the street lights, gymnasium, warehouses, large retail, and many other points. We use this type of bulbs. We have discussed the compact fluorescent. You see there are the different type of the compact fluorescent, spiral, and that is a linear, and that is a curved type of the these are the CFLs. Now this is a linear type of the fluorescent. Linear fluorescent, you can see here, it is a type of the gas discharge lamp, and linear fluorescent bulb come in the wide variety of the length, diameter, wattages and the color temperature. You see there is a various designer type of the linear fluorescent bulb, and they are high energy efficiency, having a longer lifetime, relatively low cost. Fluorescent tube will not work like this. Halogen we have discussed. These are the halogens bulbs which we can it is capable of producing the brighter light than the standard incandescent. That's why somewhere when we got the brighter light and we use this type of the halogen lamps. After about 750 to 1000 hours of the use we can use, and the filament we use eventually gets so thin at its breaks. So sometimes it happens the light bulbs burns out, but the invention of the halogen bulb, there is a new solution of elimination some complicated, just removal of the some complication of the incandescent bulb. There is some type of the specialty, that is a EP light. That EP light is a sort of the LED made with the environmentally friendly silicone injections. So each bulb is made from the highest quality of the resins and found only in Burma. Now you can see that it is a very transparent and it wouldn't break when it dropped, and it is not hot to touch even after it has been illuminated for hours. You see on the screen, and these are the one type of the bulb, that is the EP light bulb. You see, and the actual color and the paint curves inside is totally random and unique, which makes them a piece of the artwork. This is like that there is a these are used for the decorative purposes. Now EP light bulb we can use. What are the best energy saving light bulb? If we talk about nowadays, we can say that is the LED. So LED bulb is the best energy saving light bulb, and this LED light bulb currently top the energy efficient charts and are the best type of the light bulb overall, while incandescent and the halogen lamp only have a projected lifespan of the around of the 1000 to the 2000 hours, and moreover CFLs are related to the 10,000 hours on the average. But the LED lifespans blows the competition away, and average estimated of the lifespan of 25,000 hours or the more. So next question, what are the best energy saving light bulbs? So we can say the energy saving, the lifespan result in enormous saving of the bulb replacement, but it also result in the less waste is again the LED. So how here what makes them so great? And these bright light are dimmable, and LED lamps are incredibly durable, shatterproof and shock resistance. So unlike their strongest competitor like CFL's LED does not use mercury, vapor or any other dangerous chemical. So that's why LED are most commonly used. We use the silicon chip in the preparation of the LEDs. Moreover, LED bulbs related for the outdoor use perform incredibly well in the cold and moist environment. So it is also environment friendly. These bulbs do not create heat, which means they are not battling against air conditioning. So these type of bulbs LED are the best to use, and these are the smarter bulb we can say. And these are, what are the smarter bulb? Where we use the Wi-Fi enabled light bulbs, that is we use the IoT in that we bulb illuminated through the Wi-Fi connection, and the technology is these type of light bulbs allows to use to save the energy, money on electric bills. That's having the ultimate control over the lightning. So some smart bulbs have location based control and can automatically turn the light on and off based on the smart device's location. So smart bulbs are remote operated. They are able to use the smart devices to turn the light on and off regardless of your location. So thank you very much. Thank you.